from Captain heading to Shauni's base. So yes, this is going to be interesting. Interesting to see what's going to happen. Dropship in here. Dropship coming. Going to drop some vultures. Going to get some probe kills. Reaver down. He's actually going to drop the goon to draw the fire. Goon. Now Reaver coming in, but more vultures. All these probes are going down. Shauni, look in your main base. Shauni going to have to recover. Going to fly out with this Reaver. Now getting a lot of vulture kills. A lot of probe kills. Probes all over his all over the vultures, but still vultures so strong against probes. Probes are falling very quickly. Shauni is losing a lot. Goon's finally making the base. I think Shauni took a second there to register that, but not going to lose too many probes, but really actually quite a few. Yeah, 6 and 5. Yes, he is going to lose a lot. So vulture harassment coming over Reaver harassment, but the Reaver is still alive, so Shauni could go back in and get some more harassment. And if that is what he chooses to do, he is going to take the expansion, but now losing all those probes, he doesn't quite have the support he wants, and going to drop the goon to draw the Reaver fire, or to draw the mine fire. Now going to get a couple shots up before that tank even registers. Shauni with some very impressive micro, so very exciting game too, and like I said, games are going to start heating up as we get later into GGNORE tournaments. Thanks to Frozen Pulse for the sweet intro you did see into this game, so thank you to Frozen Pulse. By the way, I forgot to do that shout out in game 1. Going to fly back, and still going to actually have this Reaver, but the Reaver is in rel health, so really I didn't get a glimpse of how many probe kills he got, and I should have. I think Shauni got about 15 probe kills, I'd say, maybe even 17 or 18 or something like that, but yeah, so right now Shauni is up 3-2 expansions, but probably wants more probes than he actually does, and than he actually has. So very exciting game 2 here, and both players really impressive micro here. Stargate going in, Fleet Beacon coming in. We are going to see carriers, and now it is up to Captain to scout this correctly here, and hopefully he prepares himself for this, or that could be devastating. He is expanding here, so Captain doing a nice job trying to stay tied with expansions, doing a very nice job. So Shauni is going to be forced to expand again, or he could try to go right off 3 bases and go for the carriers here. 2 Reavers coming in. 2 Reavers drops. All these vultures are going to fall, losing a lot of vultures there. More reinforcements on the way, but with all these tanks, Shauni's going to be forced to push back, and Shauni is his Reaver micro is really pretty impressive so far. Hasn't lost a Reaver, and that's the thing. If you're just an amateur player, often when you watch a pro game, you're like, oh, dude, I gotta go Reavers. They're so tight. But when you try to go do it yourself, you lose the Reavers, and you only get like 1 Marine kill. So it's well not worth it. I've heard a couple things where you need to get about 400 to 500 crystal worth or mineral worth of units. So like 4 to 5, so that's like 8 Marines, or like 8 SCVs. Yeah, that's how much you need to get worth if you're gonna lose the SCV. But 2 double Reaver drop in the back, gonna lose a lot of SCVs. Sorry, I'm clicking a little late here. I'm no pro clicker. Yes, gonna lose the comsat station, which actually could be a big deal because he needs to scan and he needs to realize that carriers are on the way. Gonna lose that. Goon's on the way here, and Shauni hopefully Captain hopefully is prepared for this. He's kind of overwhelmed in his main base, losing a lot of SCVs there. His main base is overwhelmed with SCVs, but he needs to lay out these Reavers so he can get mining at his natural. Again, there's still a lot of minerals to be mined, but losing the shuttle there, so he's forced to lose both those Reavers, so that really does hurt, and they didn't do as much damage as he wanted. Transferred the SCVs, picked off the shuttle, and wow, that kind of does hurt. Shauni's going to try to push in here, and he better be careful. There are a lot of tanks sieging up, pushing back before they do siege up. No minefield out here for Shauni, or for Captain, so Shauni's going to be able to overwhelm this here. Shauni with beautiful goon micro. I am loving this guy. Very impressed here. And picking up all the mines here, and Captain should have had should have mines all over his all over that. So those to slow down the goons. Carrier on the way here. So yes, it does look like Captain is going to be overwhelmed here. I'm not sure what Captain's going to be able to do, and I am sure he is spamming Goliaths from these factories. It does look like there are 2 more carriers on the way. I don't know how many he's going to do. He does have, looks like 2 carriers here, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage. He's building missile turrets all over the place, trying to pump Goliaths, but I don't even think now he's going for the armory, so he did not scout this. Goliaths are going to be way too late, and Shauni's going to be able to take a huge lead in this game with the with any guy carrier micro at all. He should be able to win this. Taking the bottom right expansion now as well, so staying the 1 expansion ahead. So this has been all Shauni here. Captain's not playing bad. Shauni is just playing beautifully. His micro is very impressive here, but the dropship from those vultures, that did get a lot of probe kills, and that was very nice. So no micro needed. There's not much of a force here. Interceptors getting taken down slowly here by the missile turrets. Actually, quite a wall of missile turrets here. Shauni should have pushed in and pick off the SCVs building those, and that's what he looks like he's going to do, but he did lose his goon support. He is going carrier goon, the most common build, but he lost all that goon support here, so Shauni's going to be forced to push back, and, So Captain's going to hold this off momentarily here, but with all these missile turrets here, Shauni could wrap around and go for somewhere else and do some more economy damage. I'm sure he is massing goons. That's all he needs. Goons, carriers, very strong build here, and Captain cannot let this get out of control. You cannot go against a Protoss that has 10 carriers or something. You just won't win. You have to have like an army's worth of freak. You have to kill all your SCVs to have enough Goliaths to deal with it. Here comes all the goons. A couple Zealots in there, which kind of surprises me, probably for Zealot bombs, but Goon Carrier is the build here by Racer out cloaked Race here. Hopefully he has an Observer with him, which it looks like he does, so that's an interesting way to hold off Reavers. With the armor, he's trying to delay it, because he doesn't armory now going up. Goliath should be on the way. I haven't seen one quite yet. Yeah, so he's going to push in here with all these carriers, and all these goons, and I don't know what Captain's going to be able to do with this at all. I expect Shauni to overwhelm him, which it does look like he's going to do. He does have a lot of missile turrets, losing a lot of his goon support, but he does have a lot of carriers here. So Shauni possibly, should he go from around, he could go right here and hit up the natural and get a lot of economy damage, but he's really stubborn about hitting this front door and laying out this expansion, still doing a lot of damage. A wall of missile turrets, it will help Captain hold this off, but with all these race out, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I don't feel these race are really going to do it for him. Carriers coming in, and this is what Captain did not want to happen. He's going to lose this expansion here, and without the missile turret support at all, Race coming in, Cloak Race, hopefully he does have observers. Have observers, Shauni. Yeah, all these Race are actually going to drive back these carriers momentarily. Wow, Shauni Observer a little late there, but as soon as that Observer did get there, those Race are going to fall, and so really, pretty impressive play here by both players, but Shauni does look like he's going to come out on top. I expect GG, just his base is completely overwhelmed, and more goons outside, more carriers producing, and yeah, Shauni all over this. Captain momentarily doing a nice job of holding this off, but I don't see it going too far here. I expect Captain to GG here, really. He just doesn't have the support. Look at this guy's army. I mean, that is all he has, and we are about 16 minutes into the game with the army, with all these carriers, about 7 or 8 carriers. That is a large fleet of carriers, and yeah, there's GG. This is game 2 is over. Shauni comes out on top. Look forward to game 3, and which is coming up next. Thanks, guys.